Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now, there are a profusion, it's fair to say, of videos up on YouTube where the whole kind of premise is that you take a guitar that costs 2,000 quid and you compare it to a copy which costs about 200 quid and you ask the question, is this guitar 10 times as good as this guitar, or is this guitar, you know, kind of 1/10 as good as the other guitar, that kind of thing. That's not quite what we're doing today. Basically, the whole premise of today's video is there's often a dilemma that we face where you can, if you've got a certain budget, a certain amount of money to spend on a guitar, you can either buy an entry-level, bottom rung of the ladder, used version of the aspirational prestige brand instrument, or you can buy a more luxuriously appointed version of, or copy of that style of guitar, but from a budget manufacturer. And, you know, how do they stack up against each other? Which one would you spend your money on? That's the kind of question we're asking today. And in order to get some insight into this, we're comparing this guitar. This is a Harley Benton DC Custom, quite obviously a copy of a Gibson SG. It was my review of one of these guitars that made the person who owns this one go out and buy one. And since he's got it, as you can see, he's installed a Duesenberg trem on it, which is handy to know, really, because quite often when you're retrofitting parts to guitars made in the Far East, things don't fit the way they should do, or the way that you expect them to do. But so if you're thinking about putting a Duesenberg trem onto your Harley Benton, it does fit. So that's the budget brand guitar that we're looking at today, and we're comparing that to this guitar, a genuine pucker, made in the USA Gibson. This is a 120th anniversary Gibson SG Junior, which looks, to all intents and purposes, like an SG, but it does have a slightly smaller, thinner body. Now, believe it or not, this guitar, used, obviously, cost roughly the same as that Harley Benton. So this is the dilemma I'm talking about. Do you buy the bare bones guitar from the high-end prestige aspirational brand, or do you buy the more luxuriously appointed budget brand guitar? And in order to do that, what we're going to, in order to look into that rather, what we're going to do is a blind test. Now, I've got into a bit of trouble in the past in these videos for making you wait until the next video to reveal the results. So I'm not going to do that today. The results will be later on in this video. You can see on screen here the settings that we're using, all courtesy of my trusty Vox Tone Lab. I absolutely love that piece of kit. It really does give me a sound that I like. People keep saying, why do you use a Vox Tone Lab? Because it makes a sound that I like. Really, that's it. What we're going to do is we're going to hear both guitars side by side on the neck pickup with a clean sound, then going to both pickups with a slightly more bluesy crunch sound, and then going to the bridge pickup with a more high gain sound. And as I say, you can see the settings on screen right there. So without further ado, here are what the guitars sound like. So there you go. Any preferences? Any idea which guitar is which? All will be revealed very shortly. Place your bets now, ladies and gentlemen. No money will change hands once the results have been unveiled. I just want to break off for a moment at this juncture to answer a question that's been sent by various people, either by text message or email. People are asking me all the time how they can support this channel. Well, to be honest with you, the easiest way to support this channel is to buy a t-shirt or a coffee mug, link in the description, or enroll on one of my Udemy courses. There are courses there on playing modes and playing blues, and an entry-level course into playing lead guitar. There is shortly going to be an introduction to slide guitar being published, and there's also a beginner's course up there as well, and all of the courses have loads of jam tracks, loads of tabs, plain English, jargon-free explanations. They're getting all kinds of fantastic things said about them on the reviews section of Udemy. So, if you want to support the channel, just either buy a coffee mug or a t-shirt or enroll on a course. If that sounds like a little bit too much hassle, and like a couple of people have said, can I buy you a drink? Well, yes, you can. There's a PayPal link in the description box as well. So buy me a pint. But bear in mind, if you are going to buy me a drink, I don't do heavy petting on the first date, just so you know. Anyway, here's the results of which guitar was which. So there you go. Did you get it right? Did you think that the Harley Benton was the better sounding guitar? Did you think the Gibson was the better sounding guitar? Did you think there was much to choose between them? And did you get them the right way round or the wrong way round when you were listening to the blind tests? Be interesting if you could let me know in the comments section what you thought, and whether you got it right or not, and which guitar you preferred, obviously. And with that, I'll say thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. I would like to say a massive thank you as well to Spencer for the loan of this guitar, and to Arthur for the loan of this guitar. Thanks guys, this video wouldn't have been possible without you. Much appreciated. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I do hope you've enjoyed the video and found it useful, informative, and maybe even a little bit inspiring. And if you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and give me a like while you're at it. And stay tuned, because at the end of the video you can figure out, or you can find out rather, how to buy the coffee mugs and the t-shirts and enroll on the courses. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now. And don't forget, before you go, to check out my Udemy courses, which you can see are available via my website, which is also where you can contact me to get in touch for some one-to-one tuition, either via Skype or in person if you live local to me. I also have merchandise available on my Teespring store, and of course all of the links are in the description. See you next time, chaps.